Oh, oh my God. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sports Nut, aka Hockin' Day. It was only a matter of time before these Negro executives started getting outed. And it's another Negro who the white man against us. White people evil. But he found the one white person in the world who was worth a damn and tried to rape him. All right? I'm having you. Sordid Lives actor claims music and TV mogul Benny Medina, who inspired the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, pinned him down and tried to rape him at a LA mansion. Benny Medina. So do y'all know who Benny Medina is? He's the guy who created Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let's read this tale. This is just sickening, okay? Dodley says the incident occurred at Medina's home after meeting him at a bar in West Hollywood. And first off, I know a lot of y'all gonna tie this to Will Smith, because I heard a lot of y'all when the Tyrese story came out, because y'all already always had questions about Will Smith. Always had questions about Will Smith. I don't know why, but black folks, him and Jada, they swingers, or Will Smith, did this, that, to try to get work his way up in Hollywood. Quincy Jones, yada, yada, yada. All this stuff that y'all put on Will Smith. And this is the guy who produced the show that brought Will Smith to fame. When you hear this story, I know y'all gonna have more questions about Will Smith. I just know it. This is the craziest story I've heard yet. It's like, subscribe, get in the comment section. Dodley says the incident occurred at Medina's home after meeting him at a bar in West Hollywood, and that he and his friend, fellow actor T. Ashanti Moselle, went back to his mansion. Medina, who has worked with the likes of Mariah Carey, Will Smith, and Jennifer Lopez, were giving the four men a tour of his home. Okay. So he meets this white guy at a bar, invites him back to his mansion with his black friend and some other guys, and they get a tour of the house. First off, you meet a guy at the bar and he's giving you a tour of his house. And this is a gay guy. This guy's an openly gay guy. This white guy, he's openly gay. So, can we assume that Benny Medina was openly gay? He met a gay guy who was openly gay at a bar, invited him and his friends back to his house for a tour. All right. Dodley says his friend Moselle decided to take a dip in the pool. So the black guy went to the pool. But that he and executive producer of Fresh Prince Bel-Air continued the tour. So these two right here are just going through the house and taking the tour. And he says, there was no, do you want to see my bedroom? We literally got to the door and he grabbed me by the chest of my shirt and threw me onto his bed. Now I'm 6 feet tall and 155 pounds. That's very small, wiry. I'm 6'3", 250. This dude's 6 feet tall, 155. That's a small guy. So he says, now I'm 6 feet tall and was 155 pounds. And this is a stocky, strong man, Dodley alleged to the Advocate. Damn, they go picture him with Harvey Weinstein. These guys was creeps. All three of these people in here, y'all heard about Mariah. Mariah was harassing some guy. This is a crazy picture. All three of these guys in this picture, these people in this picture, are being accused of harassing somebody sexually as we speak. That's crazy. And look at this picture with Will Smith. Look at what he's doing. That's just not cool. Yeah, Will, you got some explaining to do to these black folk. I don't care, but I know these black folk gonna be on your case, Will. How you get that gig, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? And he said, we all have these things playing in our heads of what we would ever do if someone ever tried to do something. And none of my pre-planned motions would work. So the guy said, that's true. A lot of people say, man, if you do that to me, especially a nigga, man, if you do that to me, man, shit, if I was you, I'd have killed that nigga, man. I'd have picked up something and busted him inside his head, man. Shit, I'd have killed him and I'd have killed everybody in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's different when you in that situation. You got a dude, a strong, stocky dude throwing you on his bed out of nowhere. Medina stuck his tongue down my mouth, Dotley alleges. Oh. So he threw the guy on the bed and then stuck his tongue down his throat. He says he told Medina, stop, I'm married. What are you doing? He adds that he pointed to his wedding band. The actor says he struggled with Medina, who told him, I'm having you. Okay, so this is the other guy who was there. Actor T. Ashanti Moselle claims he witnessed the attack and stopped it. Could you imagine walking in the room? You go to the crib with somebody. Oh my God, Hollywood, man. Hollywood is a crib. I'm really glad. We heard a lot of stuff about this over the years too, but it was all rumor and, innuendo. Child actors and all the child actors they always ended up burning out and going crazy. And we wonder why. They got abused so much. Imagine what happened to Arnold from Different Strokes. All the things, because he was, imagine what they did to him, boy, over the years. Medina then allegedly placed his forearm over Dotley's neck, pinning him to the mattress while forcefully placing his thighs over Medina's legs to keep him from squirming. Damn, this is like a prison rape. This is like something out of Oz or Penitentiary. Remember Penitentiary? Penitentiary 1 and 2? If you ain't black if you ain't seen Penitentiary. If you 40 years old or older, and you ain't seen Penitentiary 1 and 2, you ain't black. Period. Dotley says he started to cry and begged for the talent mogul to stop. So this dude got this dude pinned down with his forearm on his neck, his thighs on his legs. Cause I could imagine the dude couldn't breathe, pulling down his pants. And he's crying. He claims Medina kept repeating, I'm having you. Oh, I will have you. Now niggas gonna say he lying. He just trying to make this up to make black man look bad. His forearm was bearing down on my neck so hard that I don't know how much longer I would have remained conscious, says Dotley. Dotley, you lucky that your friend was there. Throughout the ordeal, Dotley alleges Medina kept pulling on Dotley's pants while continuing to pin him against the mattress. How many times had Benny Medina done this? Because with Harvey Weinstein, after the first lady came out, 8,000 people came out. How many times did Benny Medina do this? Because I always saw his name. I never really saw any pictures of him, but I always saw his name on the credits of all these different shows. How many times has Benny Medina done this? Because this is a brazen behavior. Like, you just gonna pin the dude. Like, you're not even, like, I could see if you, like, jumped out on somebody in the alley with a mask on or something. This dude invited this dude in his house. His friends is in the other room. And you just gonna rape this man like that? Violently and shit. Oh my God. How many times has he done this? This is brazen behavior. This is crazy. Throughout the ordeal, Dottley alleges Medina kept pulling on Dot on his pants while continuing to pin him against the mattress. He says he doesn't have a clear memory of Medina successfully opening his pants or touching his genitals. Meanwhile, his friend Moselle, who was swimming in Medina's pool, thought it was time to get out and see the rest of the house. Imagine if his buddy had kept swimming. Who knows what would have happened to this guy? Benny might have killed him and just hid the body or something. Or be like, yeah, your friend left. Like, cause I mean, if dude could have lost consciousness, he could have died. Period. If somebody can press a down on your neck strong enough for you to lose consciousness, there's a possibility you could die too. When I went to the pool, Jason and Benny continued walking around the house, Moselle says. So this is the black guy. It could have been intuition or whatever, but I randomly decided to get out of the pool to finish touring, and I walked into Medina's room and he was on top of Jason. So niggas still gonna say, yeah, I'm just trying to take down a black mogul. Every time he was about to buy NBC, and they just using this to take him down. Every time a black man in power do something good, they white man try to come and take him down. So he lying too. They both lying. And everybody who come out after this gonna be lying too. Same thing with Bill Cosby. You niggas did with Bill Cosby. Everybody was lying. Niggas ain't no Bill Cosby from a can of paint. Was vouching for his character, left and right. Most of these niggas don't know who Benny Medina is until I read this article. They gonna start vouching for his character. What? He wouldn't do anything like that. Oh my God. At least white folks just admit that shit. Like the dude CK, yeah, I did that shit. Harvey Weinstein, like, yeah, man, I need sex therapy, man. Everybody like just, Kevin Spacey like, yeah, I might have done it, but I'm gay now. Like, niggas gonna lie. Show me a nigga and I'm gonna show you a liar. Nigga just gonna lie. Whole community gonna lie about it. Moselle burst into the room and screamed something like, get off him. I don't remember exactly what he said, but whatever he said, it worked. Dottley tells the Advocate. Benny got off of me and grabbed me against the chest of my shirt and threw me not to, but at his bedroom door. All the while he said, you two get the fuck out of here. Damn, Benny, you's a savage. How many rappers did Benny do this to? Because rappers don't be hardcore dudes anyway. They don't be you rarely gonna find a rapper that's a thoroughbred street dude. Because Benny Medina was heavily involved in hip hop industry. Most rappers is like 4 feet tall anyway. Like Big Sean, and I'm not saying this happened to Big Sean, but Big Sean, he's like 3 feet tall. And his name's Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like all these guys, it's a few tall rappers like Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Snoop, Redman, Method Man, Master P, everybody else short. You know what I'm saying? Biggie was tall, but everybody else short. All the rest of these dudes like 2 feet tall. Screaming all loud. The louder they are, the shorter they are too. But yeah, how many dudes did Benny Medina do this to? The two ran out of Medina's home and hardly spoke about the incident on the way home. Dolly was visibly shook, Moselle remembers. I could see that he was shaking. Whatever happened, it was enough to make him uncomfortable, and that was my main concern. Others in Dolly's circle say he told them about his allegations against the mogul over the years. However, he did not tell his husband at the time. So this dude kept this secret from his husband. Somebody tried to forcibly rape him and he didn't tell his husband. A few days later, Dodley says Medina sent a threatening text message. Oh my God, this Medina guy is sick. Like this is beyond psychopathic and sociopathic behavior. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous behavior. This is ridiculous. You sending text messages now? You leaving a paper trail, nigga? So the guy Dodley says, I get a text message, and as Shores and I were walking down Robinson Boulevard, I check it and it says something like, hey, I'm at the Ivy eating. Just saw you walking across the street. Is that the husband I have to kill to have you? Is that the husband I have to have killed to have you? Oh my God. Benny Medina. And I believe this. God. So he saw the guy walking with his husband and sent him a text. The guy could have just showed his husband right there. They could have went to the police. Benny, what are you doing, Benny? Benny just, that's why I say this is common behavior, because this ain't your first time. Only a nigga would believe, well, this is the first time he ever did something like this. Like, this is like like you don't just act like this the first time you did it. You know what I'm saying? This is years and years of doing this, the way you so comfortable. Dodley had to secretly text Medina back, as he didn't tell his husband about the incident, and he says he told Medina he was a disgusting, horrible person and to not ever text me again. Even now, Dodley says he has told very few people about the incident out of fear of retaliation. He admits he never told his ex-husband because he was scared. Shores is his ex-husband, would want to do something. And we both worked in TV, and I was petrified because what proof do I have that this happened besides the fact that my friend saw it and the text message, you asshole? And how does that even matter? What are we going to do? So I didn't tell him. When the advocate reached Shores for a comment, it was the first time he'd heard of the alleged incident. So his husband never heard of this. He never told his husband. This is news to me, he says. During our marriage and after our divorce, nothing was told to me about this incident. Dodley, however, says he confided in his manager, Renee Bailey, who says she first heard of the incident when she signed Dodley in April 2016. So even April 2016, this is before Harvey Weinstein. This is not like he's jumping on the coattail of this Harvey Weinstein. Even if this is the only other person, even if he didn't have the black dude who walked in and saved him from getting raped, and this was the only person, this woman, his manager, he told in 2016. This is before Harvey Weinstein incident. Harvey Weinstein blew up last month of this year. So, I had asked him to provide me a list of anybody you don't want to work with and who you really want to work with, Bailey recounts, saying to Dodley. At the time, he told me Benny Medina, and he was really adamant about it. He wanted to make sure he didn't go into any castings or meetings. He didn't want to be associated. When I asked him why, he said because he attempted to rape me. Bailey confirmed with the advocate that her agency, Bailey Agency, had Medina's name on Dodley's no work list since the beginning of their relationship due to safety concerns. Oh my God. So his friend says they talked about it several times. A lot of people have confirmed that he talked about this over the years. He took a part of me away that I didn't even know I had, which is faith in humanity, says Dodley. Because here's a revered person that seemed so nice, and at the end of the day, he was using power to prey on young, vulnerable-looking guys, and I happened to be on his pick that for the night. You have to do this a lot to be confident enough that you can send a text like that. See what I'm saying, Negroes? He just trying to tear down a black successful person. Like, that's not a first timer adding. I think because he produces a lot of television and has hands in tons of pies, that's preventing more people from coming forward. For the record, I don't plan on suing for money, he affirms. What I want is the truth to be exposed about these people. This dude said I was emasculated, I was humiliated, and at the time no one was coming forward. And I was afraid if I went to the police or the press that Medina was powerful enough to ruin both me and my ex-husband's career. Wow. I also had stepchildren at the time, and their safety came into question as well. All of the tactics used by power predators worked on me because the end result was extreme fear of retaliation if I came forward in any way. Since the 80s, Medina has been a powerhouse in the TV and music industry. Medina helped to navigate the rising TV careers of Tyra Banks, as well as Sean P. Diddy Combs. P. Diddy, you got some explaining to do, bruh. Seriously, Jack. Cause this dude's reckless with it. I know he tried some of you niggas. I ain't saying he got you, Diddy. I ain't saying he got you, Will Smith. I know he tried you. I know Usher, come on, Usher. I know he tried you. Like Usher, you know Usher looks sweet. Usher, we know he tried you. Like, stop it, Usher. We know he tried you, Usher. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Usher. We know he tried you. This dude is a freak. Nasty dude, man. I'm raping niggas forcibly with other people in the next room. Like, just, like, you just gonna forcibly rape a man. Like, I'm going to have you. And it's, oh my God. Get in the comment section, man. What do y'all think about this, man? And like and share this, because, man, I know they lying and they just trying to take down a black man, but this black man needs to be taken down. Fuck that. This is crazy, man. Peace.